for like a minute. Dang. So did you buy your family Christmas presents yet? Are you going to or no?
I don't even know what to get for my mom. That necklace is way too fucking expensive. They boosted it up, so now it's at like $200 for a fucking necklace.
Personally, here, mom. Here's a flower. Close my damn door.
Okay. So this is Flor from Amazon customer support. I'm a returns and delivery specialist. I understand from what the previous agent told me that you didn't receive your order, and I'll do my best to assist you. Could you please verify the name on the Amazon account?
Justin Ruiz.
Thank you, Justine, for being a Prime member. Let me see how we can proceed on this. It's
one way. And that's up,
Steamed
baby.
up and ready to burn.
Death is not on our path. Not yet. This is your champion. Stay close. I'm the jump master. Let's make a choice. Land here. Dropping in, hang on.
Snatch some materials, amigos. Got our first worm food, compadre. Must go faster.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
New kill leader? Not for long, pal.
Eliminated. The champion fell.
Everything that brought me alive. Going wrong like nonsense, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi.
Hey, thanks.
It's a road without an alibi.
Material check.
Without an alibi.
Rápido, rápido! Rings around the corner and we've got 30 seconds.
Hold up. Almost done crafting. Got some materials.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
10
Dibs.
seconds and the ring's just ahead.
Smoking gun.
Hold on. Crafting.
Warning. In progress.
Hells yeah. Half the squads are toast. Must go faster.
Everything that brought me alive.
Hit the injectors.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package. Sweet. It's go time. Rampage here.
Backpack here. Level 2. Dibs.
5, Valkyrie on standby, ready for burn. Burn is a go. Make sure seat backs, tray tables, and automatic weapons are in their full upright positions.
It's go time.
Got a few. Hostile right here.
Shields on that bandage.
Airstrike.
Come on, come on.
Recharging shield. Archer out!
Area compromised.
Miss kill leader.
I'm taking shots. Throw my grenade out. Throwing Archstar. Frag.
Flash one, taking right out.
Recharging my shield. Make contact enemy.
Come on, come on.
I've been down.
Shining through.
Hello Internet, Taliesin here, and today we are talking World of Warcraft Dragonflight, and we are talking you returning to WoW to play Dragonflight, and everything you need to know to make that happen. Because look, I don't want to make a big deal out of it or anything, okay, but we all noticed you haven't logged in for a while, and that's fair enough, you know, life happens. Apparently, for other people, I hear that's definitely a thing, but I know you, Internet. I know you've seen those glorious Dragon Isle zones, and Tuskar, and shiny new UI, and talent trees, and Tuskar with little hats, and majestic dragon-filled skies, and proper old-school fantasy vibes, and Tuskar but with like glasses on, and in-depth new profession and crafting systems, and Tuskar making a tasty soup. And I know that little WoW tingle has been flaring up again. And Internet, I understand, because there is a ton of exciting new features in Dragonflight, both long-awaited and unexpected, and we are going to tell you all about them today, so that when you take your first steps, or flaps, I guess, into the new game, you can pretend that you knew about them all along, and that's okay. We will keep your secrets. No one need ever know. So join us for our 7 top tips for returning players in World of Warcraft Dragonflight. Okay, go, 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 go. Okay, first things first, let's get your character sorted and ready to go by looking at some of the core new features of Dragonflight. And of course, the return of an old friend, talent trees, allowing you to customize your abilities and talents more than ever before for every situation imaginable, anytime you want. And that's all well and good. I don't think I need to sell you on how fun talent trees are, but the thing I really like about these is how easy they are to use. Individual builds can be saved, named, and imported or exported, meaning that you can drop that DPS Holy Priest build, or pure auto-attack Fury Warrior build, or, and I kid you not, the no Moonkin form Balance Druid build right there in your guild Discord, and they can see that you were right all along. It can be done, and I did it. Who's laughing now, eh? Also, does anyone know of any guild currently recruiting? Because I'm suddenly available. There has also been a massive UI customization overhaul, giving you complete control over how your WoW gaming experience looks, with nearly every element of the shiny new interface adjustable to your tastes, no matter how bad your taste is. And if you think all that looks a bit hard to navigate, well, don't forget the search function, which seriously, like, yes, thank you. Also savable and shareable as individual character profiles or across your entire account. I'm also a big fan of some of the new accessibility options, like the new Interact key, which when enabled allows you to automatically interact with objects and NPCs just by facing them and using a designated key press instead of mouse buttons. Action targeting, which automatically selects enemies as you approach them, and press and hold casting, so that you can spam said enemy with all the smites you've got without ever having to take your finger off the smite button. All things considered, you might find that WoW is just a whole lot easier to play than you remember it. And so now you've created your new evoker and got it all set up, let's play some WoW. Oh wait, you did create your new Drakthir evoker, didn't you? Okay, fine, off you go. There's only like 15 centillion customization options. You get on with that, and in the meantime, we'll talk about... Oh yeah, let's play some WoW, and we're at the good stuff now, fam. Launch day. Dragonflight brings us a whole new continent to explore, the Dragon Isles. Make sure you click on the crow's nest option that appears on the boat ride over for a proper good cinematic eyeful as you arrive. And in my opinion, this new continent is an absolute banger. After a couple of years hopping around different planes of existence in Shadowlands, the Dragon Isles feels like a return, not just to Azeroth, but to the kind of classical fantasy aesthetic and feels that will envelop many a returning player like a big warm snuggly blanket. But you know, a spiky blanket with massive shoulder pads, because it is still WoW after all. And my top tip here is don't forget to explore, because it's easy to look at the huge zones which you can zoom about via the new dragon riding feature, more on that later, and assume that you won't need to go searching in every little nook and cranny of the Isles like you might in past expansions, where you had to spend the first patch or two on foot. But that is not the case at all. And Blizz tries to make that obvious to the player, I think, in the whole vibe of the expansion, which is like, yeah, this is an expedition of discovery. Your main buddies are the Explorers League and the Relinquery, and the whole world is just so beautifully realized and detailed and alive feeling that what I found on beta is that far from making me skip stuff, The ease and entertainment that dragon riding brings to travel in Dragonflight actually really encouraged me to look around and explore much more than I have done in previous expansions. I think many of you will understand what I'm trying to say if I tell you that the vibes and design philosophy of these zones reminds me a lot of Grizzly Hills, in that there's this sense of place where people live and go about their business that you can just be witness to, with some incredible sound design and skyboxes and just spaces to exist in. I don't want to be a dweeb here, okay, but it really is bringing the